Hello, welcome to SquishiVision. I'm in the process of falling asleep, so this probably wasn't the best idea to do, but it's my reaction to Picard Season 3, Episode 8, Surrender. The penultimate episode, I actually think. Oh, I should probably have checked out.
Motion detected at the front door.
Right, I literally told you to mute Alexa. Alexa, mute. I feel like it's gonna ignore me. How many episodes in this? Yeah, so, oh no, we have 2 episodes. I thought we had one. So we got Vox, which is obviously Latin for voice, and then we have one after that which hasn't been named yet, and that's the final episode. Actually, I think the last episode is meant to cover Last Generation. So yeah, we've got 2 episodes left. So this is an interesting episode because we've kind of wrapped up a lot of the season. Obviously, we've got everyone back together. We've defeated Vadik as like the primary antagonist. Obviously, we've got the wider plot to address, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So this episode definitely felt like, you know, the kind of penultimate to the finale episode where we wrap up all the things. So everything has to be like kind of wrapped up. And so, I mean, it was, the first part was very like stressful. I mean, I have to feel for all those members of the Titan crew who just purely happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and the ship got commandeered by Picard and Riker, and because of that, a vast majority, well, a whole bunch of them have been murdered. I mean, most of the crew survived because they got transferred to that other ship. Hopefully they're fine, although that ship was an actual changeling, so who knows. But most of the crew in this episode apparently get murdered because they get hunted down, and that must be like very terrifying. And you can feel the terror. And the episode, the extras in the show did a good job of kind of portraying that terror. You know, just like crying, being, you know, shivering, being in trauma. It definitely portrayed trauma very, very well. The whole kind of hostage situation on the bridge, darker depiction of, obviously we've had like hostage situations in Star Trek before, but it tends to be quite family friendly. This certainly wasn't, you know, with the trauma and the kind of taunting and things like that. So that was sufficiently dark. And everyone was very helpless for most episodes, so it was really down to like the Jack and Picard and Crusher and to fix the problem. Geordi and the M510. What's the android called? Yeah, the M510 Dacian android. Who, I mean, so yeah, let's really address that point. So, I mean, it was nice again to see Brent Spiner and Data and Law again have a Data and Law kind of conflict, because they were always quite strong episodes in Next Generation, and so they have that conflict within the kind of with the digital personalities. And I like how Data essentially won because he knew that Law would want to steal his memories because he that's like a trophy. But by stealing his memories, he basically then, you know, let Data invade him and become one unit and give Data the power to like pursue it. But yeah, so Data pretty much takes over the body, and everyone's now treating him as Data, so for all intents and purposes he's now Data. And I don't know, I'm on 2 minds of this, because for one hand I think they actually did Data's death in the first season of Picard very well. Clearly they did that with no intention of this being the 3rd season of the show. Clearly if they knew they were going to do that, they wouldn't have had a whole Data death plotline, they would have not bothered putting it in. But on the other hand, it's like, I think it's fine to like undo things, including death of characters, as long as you make it clear that reversal isn't easy, comes at a cost, and there is a lot of kind of effort towards it. And this, I think, does fit those criteria. Like, I don't think it's going to be like, if his Data dies, I don't think it's going to be easy to bring him back. So there is stakes. You know, there's stakes in him dying again. He will die. Because, I mean, and also this isn't the same Data who died in Nemesis, because this Data is based off the memories that are put into B4. So obviously he hasn't got that kind of context. The Data who died in Nemesis, his memories eventually. The Data who died in Nemesis was the Data who then died in season 1. It was the same kind of memories that existed and was put into that science simulation. Obviously, but Data didn't think his life was going to kind of improve, so he won the penalty of death. This obviously has this. Data has had a second chance. I mean, Data's kind of had deaths before. In fact, he's died loads of times. Like, the time when his head came off his body, for some reason it was like, oh no, Data's head's been trapped in the past. That must mean he's dead, even though it was like super easy for them to get his head and like attached to his body in like the current era. So I don't know why they were ever concerned. It was like fairly inconsequential. So yeah, I guess we have to live with it. Like, no point whining about it, even if you're kind of against it. And I think it. Maybe it would have. I don't know. Maybe it would have been weird. I'd say maybe it would have been weirder if he wasn't in it. But like, we don't have Tasha in the show, so I guess we could have got away with it if everyone else was together. But also, I guess if you had an opportunity to get them all together, why wouldn't you? Also, Tasha needs to turn up. Like, she appears here in a hologram, and that doesn't count. She needs to turn up because otherwise Denise Crosby was really like shanked in her appearance here. And yeah, this is the first episode since Nemesis where we've had most, apart from Tasha aside, obviously she wasn't main cast by the end of Star Trek. The final Star Trek cast are all reunited in the same room around the table. That was so nostalgic. See, I love that. I love the kind of dialogue between Riker and Troy. You can tell that they definitely continue that strong relationship, but they've had troubles, and they did a good job of like selling that kind of grief that parents have when they lose a child, and how it kind of can damage the relationship between them, to have that kind of disconnect and both having to deal in different ways, and not able to kind of even have that solidarity because they're both having to deal and separate. I think it's very much shocking that it's explored and portrayed on screen. So I think it's really great that we did that. What else? I love the kind of Worf, Troy, Riker dynamic, because obviously that was a thing in the original and Next Generation as well. So it's a nice kind of funny callback to that. And I like the way that they said about the ship. I like that, you know, they had some stakes. I felt like a good TNG resolution. I like the twist about the
motion detected at the front door.
Alexa, mute. I don't know what's wrong with Alexa. I think maybe it needs a kick. The graphics of the Shrike exploding looked very well, and also very satisfactory to see a Shrike explode. And yeah, if we finally get some answers, we're not happening to Jack, hopefully. So just here we go next episode. We kind of resolve a lot of the thing, but it's kind of like the same way after the first few episodes we resolved the immediate conflict once they escaped the Shrike the first time. But obviously then they had that kind of ongoing feeling that brought back into the Shrike. So obviously now we need to like address the wider like changing problem, who the main changeling is, and hopefully we'll get some more guest stars in the last 2 episodes. Anyway, I think I'm falling asleep, so I'm going to call it back because I'm getting really dizzy. Thanks for tuning in to this very quick review, and I will see you guys later today. I need to do some trailer reactions. I'm really behind. I need to finish my review of editing my review of the Dragons on Among Thieves. I was meant to be out early this week, but everything is like Hitfilm is disagreeing with me, and they won't let me edit the thing, and it's really annoying. So I'm gonna have to deal with that problem. But yeah, cheers for watching, and I'm gonna bounce. Goodbye.